What's going on, guys? This is our first
Uh,
episode of the podcast, of the
yeah,
Spud
so
podcast. So,
so we just made a podcast and we have a lot of things that we want to cover, things that we think are important and things that you guys might also relate to. So,
yeah, we're very
uh,
very excited, very excited. We've been kind of doing this, or we've been wanting to do this for a little while, but uh, we're doing it. We're here. Um, I'm Nick.
I'm Mateo.
Yep, nice to meet you guys. This is do you want to take it away here? We're gonna kind of talk a little bit about ourselves, do a little bit of an introduction here. Because this is the first episode. So do you want to take it away, or I can go first, or
Yeah, I'll start it.
all right.
So this is our first podcast, so we're gonna be a little new to it, but as we continue going on, we'll get better. Everything will get better. It'll be easier to talk to you guys. Um, it's a little harder talking to no audience initially, so it's kind of just like a conversation. So for our first part, we wanted to cover how we actually met each other and why you should watch us. So we actually met playing Splatoon 2 on the Nintendo Switch. I think it was 2017 when I started playing it. I don't know when
Yeah,
Nick started playing it, but
it was probably around the
yeah,
same time, like 2016, 2017. Yeah,
yeah, it was super new. It was
yeah,
fun. It was 2017 because the Switch.
yeah.
But
2016, man. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, we started playing Splatoon 2. Apparently, I killed him, and I was like talking
Dude,
trash,
this
but
guy
I
was
don't remember that.
shitting on me. Bro, he was dying. I kept dying to him over and over and over again. I don't even know what he had or what. I don't even remember because it's so long ago. But I just remember he was absolutely dog shitting on me. And then bro sends me a friend request, and I'm like, I guess I'll add him if he's just good at Splatoon. So I was like, all right, might as well. Yeah, I thought it was funny. And then Fortnite came out on the Switch, and then like we were just automatically added. That's just how it worked on Switch. Like your Switch friends were just already on your friends list. And so then he was playing Fortnite, and then he like invited me one day, and then so we kind of started playing Fortnite together. And then that's kind of how we kept talking and talking, and then COVID happened, talked more and more and more. And I mean, and then now we're here. So yeah.
Yeah, I honestly didn't realize that I added you to play Fortnite. I didn't realize that. I thought you invited me. I'm not gonna lie. I
Well,
invited
we
you.
probably invited each other. I don't remember who invited who first, but I mean, someone
Yeah, it
invited
doesn't
some.
matter.
It
But
doesn't matter. But
yeah, yeah. It was just so long ago. It's already almost 10 years ago. Um,
we're gonna be doing something
but yeah,
special for the 10 year. Something
we're not
special.
doing anything, bro. We're not doing it.
Yeah, but
Maybe on the
what you
pod.
mean,
On
bro?
the pod we will. On the pod
On
we
the
will.
pod, will I get a cake or something?
Yeah.
Have a little 10 year
But
anniversary and the icing on the game. All
yeah,
right, yeah,
a lot of our time that we like spent getting to know each other was through Fortnite, and especially the COVID era, like he mentioned. We probably played over like 1,000 matches within that time span. Like we were playing tons
yeah.
of games. We're playing too much.
Dude, during COVID,
Tons of
it was
hours
bad,
grinding.
bro. Dude, it was bad during COVID. We were playing like from like what 2 in the afternoon, or I don't even remember, but we were playing at like from 5 or something like that to like 2 or 3 in the morning, bro. And like we were playing for like almost 12 hours, like every single day. And then I would go to sleep at like 3 or 4, like right after we got off, and then I would wake up like at 2, bro. Like it was scared of me just hop right back on. It was actually cooked with
Yeah, it was disgusting. I'll be honest.
it.
Like
Yeah,
I don't know how we played like 12 hours like every day.
no, it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah. I don't think we ever played like during class. Like that's pretty good. And I never played during class or anything.
Well, I
But
did. I 100% did. Bro, most people
no,
most people did play during class. Come on now. I mean,
no, they did.
yeah.
I used to take naps during the
Dude,
class. I would not play though.
the chapter 4 event with Galactus, that was happening during my class, and I got on the game during my math class, and the teacher was like, "Yo, Nick, are you paying attention? Hey, Nick, your camera's off." And I'm just sitting there in the
He's like,
Galactus event, like, "Oh my god, Galactus!" I was not paying attention, bro. I think I like left the Zoom or something. I don't even know.
bro,
Yeah.
do you get in trouble or they didn't really care?
No, they didn't care. People did, but people had their cameras off and stuff like all the time. So I mean,
Yeah, no one really cared during COVID, to be honest.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we
Yeah.
pretty much just played tons of Fortnite, and then from there, we started like talk. We played so much, we were like already friends at that point. So we just added each other on like Instagram, TikTok, and we
Mhm.
just like continued talking. Eventually, um, my friends from school, like we all joined the Discord server, and then I invited Nick, and he got
Mhm.
to know them too. They're pretty good friends now, even now to this day. But yeah, it was just like a joined friendship, and even still to this day, we're pretty good friends.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much how we met. That's kind of our story. Uh,
Yeah, there's not much to
it's
it. It's
yeah,
just we played so much, like it was bound to happen.
yeah. So I'm gonna kind of talk about a little bit about me now, and then you can kind of talk about yourself, like your what you're into or whatever. Um, so I mean, let me just say first on why we decided to do the podcast in the first place. This wasn't just like oh let's make a podcast and just talk about like random stupid shit,
Best cheese.
because that's not what this is. But the reason why we want to make a podcast is because like I feel like there's a lot of topics that me and Mateo that we both like talking about a lot, and so might as well just make a podcast out of it. We're kind of into like a lot of different things. We're in a lot of the same hobbies. Pokemon being one of them, so we're talking a lot about Pokemon, whatnot scandals and stuff with whatnot. Kind of just like a bunch of nerdy stuff, shows, TV shows. Even like some of the bricks and minifigure stuff that's going on right now too. We'll talk about that later. But there's like just a bunch of different. So we're gonna talk about a bunch of different stuff. Kind of nerdier stuff, I guess. But we'll also talk about some like real world stuff too. Um, but yes, that's pretty much what the podcast is gonna be mainly about. A little bit about me. I have an M on my shirt because my in-game name is Mimic. So Nick Mimic. Either way, you can call me either one. I don't care. That's why there's an M on my shirt. Um, so I don't really know what to say about myself. I mean, my name's Nick. I'm 6'3". I have a crazy Lego collection. Look at that, beautiful up
Pretty
there.
nice.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Uh, I don't
That's
really
pretty
know.
good.
I have a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like some icebreaker on the first day.
yeah, yeah.
Two
All right.
truths and a lie. Yeah, my name is Mateo, like I said earlier. Um, I'm more into sports, honestly. I'm more of a sports guy. I do like Pokemon. I used to like Legos when I was little. I've been into Skylanders, tons of like video games as a kid, a lot on the DS, like tons of hours on the DS. As I got older, kind of just started playing Clash Royale. I'm more of a mobile like person now. Like the mobile games, I play tons of hours compared to computer. Um, Even Valorant, I've been playing. But yeah, I've just a lot of my time spent growing up was Clash Royale. So it's kind of like how I formed my name. My name on games is just Graveman 11, and I got it from the Graveyard spell when it came out. So it was kind of weird, but I like the name, and I've been using it ever since.
W origin story. W origin story.
Yeah,
Yeah. My in-game name went from like a wave of different things. I had it as Death.
you
It
should
was
say
it
your
was
first one.
it was
Yeah,
Death Match. My first one was Death Match, and I
with
got it
it's spelled
from.
incorrectly.
It was I
I
think
remember
I
it was
don't
spelled
was it
incorrectly.
I don't remember, but I got the
Mhm.
name from Pixel Gun 3D, bro. That game was like that game was a chef kiss, bro. Bro, me and you are gonna have to play that sometime. We're gonna have to play Pixel Gun 3D, bro. Pixel
I
Gun
never
3D
played
was
it.
crazy. It's pretty much like it's like Minecraft, but with like guns and stuff. It's like Minecraft and Fortnite, pretty much like mixed together.
Minecraft's nice.
Like, dude,
I
it's
love
like it's
Minecraft.
literally like block characters with shooting guns. Like, dude, it was just a peak game. But they had a deathmatch game mode, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to make my name. And then I just saw the deathmatch game mode, and I was like, I'll just make it deathmatch. So I made it deathmatch, and then it was deathmatch for like a while, and then I got the Switch and stuff, and then Fortnite came out. I made my name deathmatch just because like that's what it was, and then I changed it back to I was like I want a clean name. I want a shorter name, so I decided to make it just Death instead of so I like kicked the match part out. Um, and then I had numbers at the end at one point. And then I got rid of the numbers, and then it was just Death. And then it was Death for like a very long time. And then recently I changed it to Mimic because I want to be doing voice stuff, voice work. So I thought that it made more sense for it to be Mimic than for it to be Death. So now it's Mimic. But that's pretty much it. But
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember on the Switch, you actually could put your own name. You could put whatever name you wanted, and it would
Mm,
display it on the game. But now it's just like your actual username on Epic Games. So you could just have the name Deathmatch and or
mm,
like Grave and could just be fine.
yeah.
But yeah, I kind of like that feature, and then they kind of got rid of it, so it kind of sucked.
All right.
But yeah, I wanted to cover some stuff that we've been seeing recently, just from our own endeavors, and one of
Mm.
those is Whatnot.
Oh,
We've
we're
been
jumping
using
right
Whatnot.
into it. We're right
Yeah,
into the
I'm
point
jumping
one.
right into I'm
All
jumping right
right.
into it, bro.
All right. Yeah. Let's start talking about whatnot. Let's do it.
Yeah, I feel like we can get into it.
All right.
Um, so we've been using Whatnot for a while. I think Nick's actually been using it longer than I have.
Mm.
I wasn't familiar with it until he showed me
I've been
recently.
on it for like a year. Like I think I got on it like a year ago, like this month, like exactly.
Jeez.
So yeah, I've just been on it like for about a year. So
Yeah, so he knows more of the features and like actually knew of Whatnot before me. But I've been using it a lot for Pokemon, getting steals and trying to find like cool cards on there. But the issue with Whatnot is the people on the platform. The
mm,
platform itself is good, not if you're a gambler, because it's so easy to swipe. But yeah, the Whatnot, the people on there are actually like terrible. A lot of them are
the
scammers. A lot of
sellers,
them,
yeah.
yeah, a lot of them, they just lie to you about prices, like market
Mm,
prices.
yeah.
Um, they'll sell you a pack like a super expensive pack, and then they'll return your order.
Mm,
Like, actually, Nick has experienced that head on with a Gold Gardevoir card, and we kind of wanted to talk about that in itself. It was crazy. I didn't think it would happen to
mm,
him. Like, you always see it everywhere, but you wouldn't think it would happen to you.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So if you want to explain that,
Um, Yeah, so let me just give a little bit more let me just say a little bit more about the whatnot stuff first. Um I do not recommend buying stuff on whatnot, honestly. I mean, whatnot's good most of the time, like because if you're smart and you know how to use whatnot good, most of the time you can get pretty good deals. Like better deals than you would on eBay or like pretty much anywhere else. But for like big streamers that have like thousands or like even like couple hundreds of viewers in them, it's very easy for you to spend more on the card because they run stuff super quickly. So they're kind of just pumping singles out, single, and they're like 10 second or like a 5 second sudden death. So like they show the card for like literally like a couple seconds and then they just insta start it. And so you don't have time to look up the card or really like see the actual value of what it's worth. So you kind of just have to look at the card and be like, oh, the card looks cool. So I want it, and so you kind of just buy it. The card could be like a $2 card, but just because it looks nice and you think it looks cool, you could spend like 10 or like even $20 on it just because you think the card looks cool and you have no clue how much the card is even worth, But like, so there's a lot of people that get scammed on stuff like that because they don't really know the prices, and so when they're rapid firing stuff, they don't have time to look it up, and so they kind of just get in there. Um, and then even like some low there's a lot of people in the depths in the darkness, little goblins that like to lurk in the depths that like to like reseal packs and scam people and they like to take the hits off the screen and then swap the hit out and then put it back on the screen. Oh, you didn't get it. Oh, I'm sorry, man. There's a lot of scummy people like that. Not everybody's like that, but
large majority of them.
there's occasionally like those mixed few that are in there, and that happened to me. There was a guy. This is the infamous Gold Gardy scam. The guy, I went to this guy's stream, and I don't remember if he had reviews on him or not, but he was like he didn't have that many viewers. Um, so I don't know if he had past uh orders or sales or whatever. But I went into his stream and he was selling. This was around the time Mega Evolution just came out, and so he had like I think he had like a booster bundle or something, and he like an open booster bundle, and then he had like some packs in the back, and he was just selling. I think he was selling them for like $10 a pack or something, or like $8 a pack. I don't remember, but it was something like that. And I was like, I like went in, I like lowballed him. I got him down to like, I got him to run a pack for like I think $6 or something. I like ripped one pack, I didn't get anything, and then Mateo joined, and then me and him were like, oh, you should dollar start it, and so he dollar started it. And then I think I got it for like $3 or something. I bought a pack for like
It
three
was five.
dollars,
It was five
or
dollars. It was five
yeah,
dollars.
I
He
don't
put
know.
it. He started at 5,
Yeah,
but we
I don't
didn't
remember.
bid on it.
But I got it for like I got the pack for a good price, like market or whatever. Um, so then I bought the pack, and then he rips it on stream because I guess he was just ripping everything. He rips it, and then I pulled the gold Gardevoir out of the pack, and he was like, "Oh shoot! Like, congrats, my boy! You pulled the gold Gardy." And I was like, "Hey!" I was like freaking out. But Mateo was on the call with me, and I was freaking out. I was like, "Yo, no way! I just pulled the gold Gardevoir, bro!" And this is like when the set was still hot, so the gold Gardevoir was like I think 600, like $500 at the time. So
It's like 580.
it was like a pretty big
Yeah.
card at the time. So I was freaking out. I was like, "Oh my god, no way! I just pulled a $500 card." And then the guy's like, "Yo, because I gave you that, because I pulled this for you, bro. You gotta tip me. You gotta tip me, bro. You gotta tip me good because I got you this hit." And I was like, Luckily, I didn't tip him. I didn't tip the guy, but I was like, "I'm not tipping you, bro. Like I paid for a pack. You ripped it, and I got a hit out of it. Like if I bought the same pack and there was no hit in there, like I wouldn't tip you, bro. Like because there's no hit. Like just because there's a hit in
Mhm.
there, you want me to tip you? Like that's not how it works, bro. So I didn't tip him, but and then after that he was acting weird. I don't know if you remember, but he like after he pulled the hit, he didn't run anything else, and he kind of just sat there
He was just
silently.
he was
He
like
sat there
shaking. He
silently,
just
and
had
he
the
had
card.
like if this was the card, he had it like off screen. Like if the phone's
No,
here,
he was just like
he
this.
had it like over here, and he was like
Yeah.
inspecting the card.
No, he was looking at it.
He was
Yeah.
like looking at the card, bro. Like I think he was trying to see if it was like a 10 or some shit. I don't even know. But he had the he had the card like off to the side. And then like literally I'm not kidding you. It was like maybe 5 to 10 minutes of just pure silence. And like me and you, I think we're typing stuff in the chat like, "Yo, bro, you still there?" or I
Mhm.
think I said like, "Oh, can I see the card one more time or something?" And he just like absolute crickets, bro. And then eventually the stream just ended. It just ends. He doesn't say a single word. The stream just ends, and I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I think I just got scammed." And so I like went into the my like receipt, and I like was viewing the order again, like looking at it, and then I was like, I'm gonna screen record this because I think I just got scammed. So I start screen recording it, and then in the screen recording, while I'm doing it, like a notey pops up saying that the seller canceled my order. So he canceled the order that I pulled the golden Gardevoir on, like while I was screen recording. So it was like pure cinema. It was like perfect timing. And so he canceled my order, and then I like went through whatnot. And then after like a day or two, I ended up getting like 500 in like 80 credit or something, like 550 credit or something. So I got like reimbursed for the card I lost, which was nice. But like at the same time, like I mean, I'm honestly glad I got the credit. I would have rather taken the credit over the Gold Guardy because the Gold Guardy's like 230 now or something like that. It's like I think it's less than the Lucario SIR. I think the Lucario SIR is like the top thing in that set. So I'm glad I got the credit because I got the Lugia out of it, the Lugia V all art. But like at the same time, like bro scamming, bro.
Mhm.
So that's pretty much the whole situation. I mean I'm glad he's not on the app anymore. Obviously, he obviously got banned, but I just thought it was funny. At least I got my credit out of it. I bought a bunch of stuff. I bought the Lugia. I bought a Victini promotion box out of it. So I got two different things using the credit. So I'm happy. I had my fun with it, but that's pretty much the Gold Guardy scam, bro. So you gotta be careful, bro.
Yeah.
It happens to people every day. Every day there's a scammer on whatnot. It's insane.
Yeah. There's actually like a scammer case every single day. But I do not recommend Whatnot if you're new to Pokemon. I think you should just stick to trying to get some in stores. Even local game stores aren't really good if they're like double market or like triple market. They're usually the ones that get you because they seem all nice. They have tons of cards displayed, and then they just not open any deals or anything for like new people. It's like local game stores don't really care anymore about the community. It's all about money. So I actually have a story with my local game store. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to tank their reviews or anything. But
Okay.
so this was recent. I have a lot of stories with like really weird experiences in the store, but the store itself is fine. The location's fine. Their product's okay, but it's their owner that I feel like doesn't really understand people or how to run like as a customer. Like how would a customer feel walking into your store? Would they want to come back? Um, would they spend money, and do they enjoy like just being there? Because a lot of people just like being in game stores. This like there's no vibe at all for the one near my house, but it's the closest within 20 miles. And so I walked in with my friend, and we're looking at cards, we're looking at singles. We have some stuff to trade, and I'm talking to the owner, and I'm looking through these singles. I'm like, oh, this is a nice promo. So I picked the Noctowl promo, and then he shows me two options. He's like, which one looks cleaner? And I tell him this one looks cleaner. And it has a Pokemon Center stamp, but I didn't see it at all. And so I'm checking out, giving him all my stuff, and I tell him, "Oh wait, this one has a Pokemon Center stamp," and he's like, "Oh, thank you, bro. I would have gotten in trouble for that." Like saying like I helped him, like, cause he would have lost like $24. It's like 28 compared to 4. And I was picking up some Wobbuffet promo. I picked up a Thundurus promo, and I picked up a it was like some other promo. But I was picking those up, and I'm totaling the cards with him. At the time, the market for the Wobbuffet is $6.80, and I'm paying with cash. And I tell him, "Can you do 6 on this?" He goes, "I couldn't do 6." And I was like, "Are you serious, bro? Like I just saved you $23 and you can't go down 80 cents." And he's looking at me like, and I'm like, "Are you serious, bro? Like 80 cents? You're gonna be a stickler about 80 cents?" But I'm thinking that in my head. I'm not saying that out loud. But
Mm.
it's things like that that kind of just show like it's the owner's fault. Like I know the worker, they force him to do that because every time he's alone, he gives me deals. But the owner's like right there. He's like, nah, I couldn't
Yeah.
because it's a hot card. Like, bro, I don't care. Like I saved you $23.
Yeah.
The least you could do is help me out, bro.
I mean, to be fair, the card's like $6. Like a lot of places don't go down like close to $1 for like a like
Under
less than
10.
10. Yeah, like under 10.
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, you just saved him like 20 some bucks. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
exactly.
mean, you could easily just scam the fucking guy and just took the Pokemon Center stamp card and just like walked out of
I
the
could have
store
I could
and
have walked
like
out the store.
resold that shit on eBay, bro, with a smile on your face. But you were like, yo, bro, like you were like pointing it out. You were like helping him. Bro can't go down 80 cents. Like that's kind of crazy. Like it would be different if you just walked in asking for like almost $1 less. But like
Yeah.
but you helped the guy out with the Pokemon Center thing. So I mean, if I was the guy, I would have gave it to you. I mean, it's like only like it's not even $1. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nothing crazy, but yeah.
It's just one of those things like you don't say it, but it like when it happens, you just let it happen. Like you just give them a deal if they help you out. Or
Mhm.
like say someone tries stealing from your table and some dude's like, "Oh, that guy's stealing." And that guy has like $12 cards. He wants 10 on it, like, "Sure, bro. Like, I don't care the difference. Like you just saved me money." Like you're going to help someone out if they help you out. But yeah, this store they're bad. Like I would never recommend going there. I actually want to invite Nick if he ever comes to my city. I want to go with my other friend, and I want him to come to the card shop. I think it'd be fun.
I'll go if we
He'll
hit a
bring some
thousand
cash, bro. Bring some
a
cash.
thousand subs, bro, and I'll go. 1,000 subs and I'll go.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Thousand
if we
subs?
get 1,000 subs, I'll go and
Yo,
we'll make a video out of it.
he'll wear the meta glasses
Yeah,
too.
I'll
Nice.
buy if we get 1,000 subs, I will buy meta glasses and I will go out and see you. 1,000 subs. If we
Thousand
don't
subs. All right, sounds good.
until we get to 1,000. If we're not at 1,000, I'm never going,
Yeah,
bro. I'm never buying the
sounds good.
glasses. I'm not going, bro.
That's fair.
All right,
Thousand's pretty.
1,000 subs,
If we do
bro.
well, 1,000 could be fast, bro.
A
So
thousand, bro. You have
okay,
my word.
yeah,
You have my word. 1,000 subs.
yeah, yeah.
All
But
right.
even the reviews on the store, they're all pretty like they're pretty much all negative. All talking
Mhm.
about like the vibe, like the atmosphere of the store. There's also reviews where, but with comics, they're even frugal. Like you would think that because it's actually a comic store, you would think that because it's a comic store, they would cater to people that want comics. But no, they only care about people that play Magic and all the people that play the games in their store. That's all they care about. Um,
Mhm.
it's just like it's like local game stores should be more for a connection of the community and growing the community, making it fun. But they're kind of closed off. Like they don't really help out other people. So It's just I've never had good experiences with local game stores. Retail's the only way like anyone can get cards now, and it just the community is just crumbling, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about the community, but you should talk about your local game store.
Uh, I'm not like Mateo. I don't really go out like to card shops like in my area. I kind of just like if I need a card or like a single, I mainly just kind of go on Whatnot or I just buy it from eBay because I feel like most card show or not card shows, but card shops are like pretty like ass tight on the on their prices. So I don't even like bother going in. But and they're also like so far away from where I live. So I don't even bother. So like mainly singles I just get on like Whatnot. I find pretty good deals on Whatnot for singles that I want. So I don't really feel the need to go to a card shop. But like for the community, like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there's definitely a lot of like really nice like cool people like in the Pokemon TCG community. um but I feel like there's just so many like scummy vendors that just want to suck you dry, bro. Like I'm not even like I'm laughing about it, but I'm not even kidding. Like there's so many scummy, like even on like there's so many sellers on Whatnot that want to suck you dry. There's like vendors that want to suck you dry. Even card shop people want to suck you dry. Like dude, there's people scalping at Target for Ascended stuff to sell it like Ascended ETB that they pay $50, 50 some bucks for, and then they resell it for like $200, bro. You're over tripling your money, man. I mean, like that's just fucking disgusting. There's people doing that just for a quick buck, bro. Like they don't care about the community. They just want a quick turnaround and a quick buck. And then people like you guys are fucking buying that shit for $200, which is fucking outrageous. You guys are buying that, and then you're pretty much feeding the scalpers and just repeating a cycle. Scalpers wouldn't be scalping Pokemon if like people weren't paying those prices. Like if people weren't paying like the fact that someone's paying $200 for an ETB, like is the only reason why they're going out and scalping all the Ascended. So like mainly just like scalpers and even at card shows, like there's so many clips of like on YouTube that I see of people getting scammed. Like someone that doesn't even know Pokemon, they like have a collection from when they were a kid and they'll like go to like a vendor and they'll be like, hey, I don't really know what I have, but like is this any of this worth anything? And then the vendor's like, oh wow, you have some cool cards. Oh, you have an altar. Oh, you have this. You have a really rare card. Oh, I'll lowball you like I'll give you like 20%. I'll give her 20%, but she doesn't even know how much the cards are actually worth. So she thinks she's getting a good deal, but low key I'm fucking her. So it's like what are we doing, bro? Someone made a video on that. I don't remember the guy's name. I don't know if you remember, but you
Eric
you know
from
the
Violet City.
yeah, that guy. Dude, that video was
Yeah,
fucking crazy, bro. Dude, the fact that I don't even know if there might have been like one guy. Was there even one guy that was like
there was
legit
one.
with her?
There was
There
one.
was one
Yeah.
guy, and then everybody else like I think it was like 20%. Someone even offered 10, I
He
think.
he
Like it was
said
even worse.
he said so he had the girl go up to different people. It was 12 different vendors, and only I think one or two of them were actually telling her a realistic price. The rest were trying to lowball her. So yeah, it was pretty sad.
Yeah, that's genuinely disgusting. Like there's so many vendors out there that just want it for the money, bro. Like they don't care if they're fucking over some girl that's like she could be just getting back into the hobby, and then she probably thinks she's getting a good deal and then she's getting fucked. Um there's like another clip of that little girl, the girl that traded the Sylveon. You know what I'm talking about? I forgot that guy's name
Yeah,
too. I don't know if you remember
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
I don't
Um
remember that name. No,
I think it was VI
I don't remember
Pokemon.
that.
I think that's his name. I'm
Oh,
pretty
you're
sure.
right. Yeah, yeah, that's his name.
VI,
That's his name.
yeah, VI Pokemon
VIP,
with the
VIP, VIP.
yeah,
Oh
VI.
no, you're right. It's
It's
VIP
VI.
Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
VI. The girl like went to a vendor, tried trading in a Sylveon from Generations, and some guy like lowballed the fuck out of her, and then she got scammed pretty much. And then VI Pokemon like went back and like fixed the trade, but like there's just so many vendors that just want it for the money, bro. And they do not care. They do not care if they fuck you over, if they scam you. Like they will literally do this in person. Like it's one thing to scam on Whatnot, but like doing this in front of someone, like with like other people around you too, like other people looking at your stuff, looking through a binder like right next to you, like doing this in broad daylight is like fucking disgusting. It's crazy. But community's like iffy on me. I don't know how I feel about the community. Obviously, like Lego stuff, I feel like the Lego community is a lot better than the Pokemon stuff. But yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, in
But,
in that VI Pokemon video, like you said, the Generations Sylveon, the alt art one, or no, it was just a full art, right? I think it was just a
mm,
full art. For that one, he actually bought her card for like 30%. Like it was like 150, 130 at the time,
mm,
and he bought it for about $30, $40. And then the worst part is when the VI Pokemon went to his table, it's not like he valued the card like $50 on his thing. He valued it at 130. So he knew the original price. It's not like he was not aware and he was just giving her a bad deal. Or like
yeah.
it's not like he lowered it, he had it at a lowered price, but he just gave her a horrible deal.
I mean,
So he
he
knew
knew
what he was
he
doing.
yeah, you know, he 100% knew what he was doing. I think he like
Yeah.
traded her like for is it like a Flareon, some like
It was
vintage
a
card
Flareon Hollow.
or Ninetales or something. I don't remember. It was like a Ninetales or something like
Oh
that.
no, it was Ninetales, yeah.
Yeah, but it
It
was like
had
so,
it was a
he said
Shadow
he said
Ninetales,
the card was like
unlimited.
70, $80 or something, but like it was actually only like $20. So like she thought she was trading her Sylveon for like this vintage Ninetales hollow that she
Mhm.
thought was like 80, $90, but it turned out it was only like 20 or 10
Yeah.
bucks or $15 or something like that around there. So
So the one
yeah,
he thought
it's
he traded
scummy.
her,
Yeah.
that one had a stamp on it, but the one he actually gave her had nothing on it. It was just the Shadow Flareon
Mm.
or Shadow Ninetales. But yeah, it was like I've seen too many videos, even in person, of people just getting scammed, and it's not like any people. They're kind of just targeting girls. It's pretty obvious. They just target girls and younger people because they're the ones that probably know less than guys because guys are always like looking through whatnot and stuff. Not that girls don't do whatnot, but people just feel the need to target girls more because they tend to not speak for themselves. Like they don't speak up for themselves as much. And when a hobby's mostly oriented to like men, it could probably be harder for them to be more open. So I could see where they're coming from. But yeah, I feel like girls should definitely push more to speak for themselves and be like, that's not a good deal. Or like, you're trying to scam
Mm.
me. Like you should just be upright and say it. Like you're trying to scam me.
Yeah.
Because it's a little too obvious, especially with younger people.
I think one thing
But yeah,
I
it's
will say
disgusting.
is that you should always look up the prices of your stuff before you go to a card show, or not even just a card show, but before you even want to even sell your stuff off. You should look up the prices for stuff. I recommend TCG. Look up everything on TCG and like price your stuff out first before you go to a show, before you list it on eBay, before you do anything, before you sell it anywhere. Make sure you like do your research and like make sure you actually are getting a good value for the cards that you have, and so you don't get taken advantage of by people like that. And I will say not every vendor, not every card
Mm,
shop is like that, but like I mean in the video of that one guy, Eric, I think is his name, that guy,
mhm.
like I don't know if they cut it out like all the good vendors. I don't know if they cut it out, or I don't know how many vendors they
He
actually went
showed two
to,
like quickly. He
but like
just
it
covered
seemed
it
like
quickly.
majority of them were trying to scam her. I'm not gonna lie. It seemed like majority of the people were trying to take advantage of her. So just be careful. Just be careful who you go to. Make sure you look up your stuff before you sell it off. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean that's yeah.
Um, yeah, when you guys are evaluating your Pokemon, I recommend doing eBay for old stuff. Old stuff is always better on eBay. Do not use TCG or Collector or anything. Never use price charting. Um, for vintage, use eBay. For modern, use TCG Player. And do not scan your cards. Scanning is horrible. It can miss a stamp that makes your card $1,000 more, $20 more. Do not scan your cards. It's not recommended. Like I've seen videos where um, the VI Pokemon, he actually had a video and it was covering a guy selling some, was it the Bubble Mew or was he getting a Bubble Mew?
He was getting a Bubble Mew and he was trading in like a bunch of vintage stuff that he had as a kid.
Yeah, so he had vintage first edition stamps. I think they were shadowless or shadow, doesn't matter. I think shadow. It had shadow on it.
Most of them were shadow.
Shadowless. It
I
was
think
shadowless.
he had one that
No,
was
one of them was
shadowless.
shadowless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was a Venusaur.
So the VI Pokemon made a mistake not seeing the shadow, but there was some other guy coming like to their
It was
deal.
another vendor that came into their deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a vendor came to their table and he's valuing this guy's Pokemon, like trying to be all cool, like, yeah, I'm doing it in front of you. And then it doesn't scan the one on the very left of the card. So he's trying to take advantage of the situation. And instead of a $200 deal, he's offering 40 because that's the non-first edition
Mm.
holo.
That was the price
And
for the unlimited one.
yeah, but the unlimited,
Yeah.
was it 140? Oh, then
No,
there
the
was one with the first
unlimited was
edition
40
stamp.
bucks. It was the Dark Blastoise, and it was a
Oh,
hollow
Dark
Dark
Blastoise.
Blastoise, and he offered him like 48 bucks, I think. But
Yeah, yeah.
because he missed the first edition stamp on it, so the first edition stamp makes it like a $200 card.
Yeah, it was like 200. And he,
Yeah.
he he was a vendor, like he would know what to look for when you're buying a card. You don't just scan it and buy it. Like
Yeah. It's
he
also
knew
pretty
what he was
hard. It's
doing.
pretty hard to miss a first edition stamp too. And like he's a vendor.
Yeah.
Like he looks at cards, he sells stuff. It's pretty hard to miss that, especially when you're constantly selling and buying stuff as a vendor. So I don't know
Yeah,
how
like
he misses that, but
the one would be like right here. Like you can't miss the
yeah.
one, especially buying.
Mm,
But yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to cover for Pokemon and kind of trading cards. It's not a good time right now.
mm.
If you're new, do your
If
research,
you're
like we
new, good
said.
luck. If you're new, good luck.
Yeah, pretty much. Do not,
Yeah.
if you're new, do not use whatnot. You will lose money.
Yeah,
Like
or just
people
be
run everything
careful.
way
If you're
over.
new, just be careful on whatnot. Honestly, what I do to get good deals is I do not buy anything from anyone that has I do 20 or above. If you have above 20, I don't go into your stream, bro. I'm not. I look for people that have less than 20 viewers in it, and usually I like to do claims, like people that have stuff on the back wall. I kind of just swipe through until I see a card that I like, or sometimes I'll just go into a stream and I'll type in like, "Oh, do you have this card, or do you have any card from Mega Evolution or Phantasmal Flames?" And they say yes. I ask to look at it, and I pass or I don't. But I'd recommend just shooting offers on people that have claims that are like less than 20. Because that's usually what I do, and I get pretty good deals. I would not buy from anyone that has like especially hundreds of viewers to thousands. Also, don't ever do the fucking wheels, the breaks, where you're gambling. You pay like 30 bucks for like a spin to win like a bunch of like ETBs or like booster bundles for a
Or
chance
get
to
some
win
pop
them.
chase.
Yeah,
Like
but like if you lose, you get like a shitty hollow or you get like some Japanese pack. And so you spend like 30-40 bucks for a spin on a fucking wheel. And then if you lose, you get like a Japanese pack or like a fucking Japanese hollow. And it's literally just gambling. Do not gamble. Do not do the wheels. Do
mhm.
not feed the scalpers. Don't fucking do that shit. That's a waste of money. You never fucking win big on that. Just save your money. Like I said, go into people 20 or lower and just shoot offers like on claims on the back wall. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of gambling comes from desperation, so that's what they want. They want you to spin. They want you to think you can win, and when you
Mm,
lose, they'll have you spin another one. Like that's the whole concept, pretty much. So
yeah.
just get your card, try to get a good price for it.
Mm,
Definitely do not recommend that. And a lot of them will yell. They'll actually like
mm,
they're trying to do as much like stuff going on in the background, so you don't notice what you're actually doing, like swiping.
yeah.
So they'll just yell, "Go, go, 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 go! This
Yeah.
card's
Yeah.
so low, way under," and it's like $10 above market on
Mm,
like a little $20 IR. Like, bro, you're just lying to the community, and they're all swiping it.
yeah.
They're just mindlessly, like they're not
Yeah,
even thinking.
a lot
They're
of
just
people
swiping
they
it.
believe the seller on whatnot. They're like, oh, the
Yeah.
guy's saying the card's low, it must be
Mhm.
low. So they just like keep swiping it up, and it's not. It's just straight manipulation. It's just straight manipulation. They're just manipulating people to swipe more, to bid more on a card that's not even worth that much. So yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, I think we've talked enough about Pokemon. I mean, obviously there's a lot more stuff we can talk about, but
We
I
can
think
cover
we have
that
like
another time.
yeah, we'll talk about it another
Yeah.
time. I think it's time to move on to the next topic. You want to talk about the Lego scandal?
Yeah, we can go into
Yeah,
it.
I'll
So,
let you take it off because I know you have a lot to say about that.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the Lego community. Lego, from what I know, I'm pretty new to the community on Whatnot and YouTube. I've been a collector for a while for Lego since 2011. I used to get Star Wars stuff. I have the Cod Bane speeder. I have old Ninjago. I have some Series 1 TIE Fighter. micro fighters. I have tons of like cool old stuff. But recently I've been getting back into it. Nick has actually got me into it, showing me a lot of his Legos. I was pretty intrigued, so I went on Whatnot and eBay and started watching YouTube videos. But recently there was actually a scandal with Bricks and Minifigs, or BAM, and they took in. So some guy goes in to BAM and he offers his collection, his dad's collection, to this one location in Oregon, and the owner takes it on. Was it owner or manager?
I think
It was
it was
just
the
manager.
owner. I think it was the owner because
Owner.
they did a deal with him. I'm pretty sure.
So
Because
yeah.
he had so much like Star Wars Legos and stuff, so they did like a separate like deal thing
So
with yeah.
so they did a deal, and this deal meant that they would take percentages of this guy's collection, but they would trickle down selling it. So as it keeps selling, he'll get more money. They'll put it to the side, so they also make money. And this is honestly easier for him than selling it to one guy who's rich, because that could take 5 years, 10 years to get a guy who buys all of it. So the best way they found was using BAM, and they needed this money for his dad for family,
Mm-hmm.
medical issues and
He has
stuff. So
some
this is
health
like super
issue.
important money. This
Yeah.
is super important money. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can't lose this like $200,000 collection. So they sign a deal with this owner, and this will mean that as they sell it, he'll get money. But this owner actually ends up leaving the BAM location, and a new owner takes it on. But the issue is this new owner, when you sign as being an owner, you take on all coexisting agreements. So that means that they should still have to value this $200,000 collection.
The
Like once
contract.
they're
They
done, they can
literally signed the
yeah, the contract.
contract. Yeah.
Yeah, you sign a contract ensuring that you will follow the previous owner's
Mm-hmm.
liabilities. So instead, this owner's like, yeah, we're not paying for that. Like we're good. Like we didn't sign anything. We don't have to do anything. It's ours. Like that's pretty much it. Like they just kept the collection. And the issue is, um, honestly, I did watch the video, but I feel like you can explain this part more. So um, when they actually sold the collection, uh, how did the how did it actually work like in the middle? Because I remember they just like denied it, but how did they actually like get them to stop coming back? Did they trespass them?
I didn't watch the
Did
full
they randomly
video.
trespass?
I mainly just saw clips on TikTok, but yeah, they
Oh,
trespassed him. I think they
okay, I was
trespassed
gonna.
the owner of the actual Lego sets first. They said that he could not come back. It's like the guy with fucking health issues couldn't
Okay, that's
come
what I
back to the
thought.
store. And then he had the
Okay.
kid, the YouTuber guy, go in for
Hmm.
him and ask questions like, "Hey, can we get the like? I want to figure out what's going on with these sets." And then like the manager, whoever was there, like then trespassed him. So
Yeah. So, a YouTuber was assigned to this job because the original person got trespassed, and when the guy comes in, he's talking about, "Hey, my friend, he left his collection. We're wondering if we can pick it up or if we can get it back." And the lady instantly on the video, she goes, "You need to stop harassing me. You need to leave." And all he asked was about the collection, and it was kind of just like it was disgusting. I'm gonna be honest. You're instantly trespassing them because they're asking about a deal that you stole a set from. And as this case is unfolding, this YouTuber has tons of information that no one knew about. He would record the audio, and then he would have his other device just recording the conversation. And he had the actual, was it CEO? Was
yeah,
it the
yeah, it
CEO?
was the CEO. Yeah.
So he spoke to the CEO on the phone like many times, and the CEO's like, "You can do everything you can try, but we don't have your collection." He would say, "Oh, we don't have anything that we took from you. It was already ours. Like we never took anything." And then in other clips in the video, he's saying, "You're not getting that collection back. We put it away. Like you can't get it back anymore. Like we already
Mm-hmm.
took it." But this YouTuber has everything on file. So um, then the owner threatens him and says, "You can try to get your stuff back. You can try to sue us. You're not gonna win. We're gonna suck you dry from all your money." and then you're not gonna have a reason to sue us. Like you're gonna lose all your money. So um, then pretty much this person they go in and they have enough information and they have this lady sign a paper like a USPS person. Like they have her sign, but this signs a legal document to where they can get all their stuff back. But the issue is once they realized that they had signed the document, the next day they shut the entire store down. Everything was still in there. All the displays still there. All the boxes, everything. And the whole sign is closed. Sorry, we're currently unavailable. They just shut the store down. And once you shut the store down, obviously you can take all your inventory, you don't have to pay anything. Like it would just transfer over, so they no longer have to pay anything. They just keep the collection. It's like suing someone, but they're bankrupt. Like you don't get any money. Like they have nothing to give you. So
Mm.
it was really sad. And then obviously the family with health issues, they really just needed help. They couldn't do anything. But this YouTuber, he even made petitions and he made signs all across uh, banning all BAMs until they finally acknowledge this issue and bring it to justice. But I really doubt they'll do anything about it. I feel like they're just gonna wait until everyone forgets.
Yeah, they're hoping it
Um,
just blows
yeah,
over and everyone forgets about it. But I mean, that's it's not something
we're not
people are gonna
forgetting.
forget.
We're
Yeah,
not forgetting that.
Moist Critical or Penguin Z1 or whatever. He made a video on it. He got like I think 2 million views or something like that, or close to 2 million views. So he spread even more light on the situation, which I appreciate
Hmm.
because it needs to have a huge fucking spotlight on it. Because my god, I've never even really liked BAM to begin with. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's cool that it's kind of like a GameStop, I guess, for like Lego. I guess it's like you walk in, there's like Lego sets and stuff you can look at. Um, I know that like most of the employees are a little rude sometimes. I know that like Mateo has had a not so good experience out of BAM. I don't know if you wanna share
I'll say
that
later.
or
Yeah, say
later.
later.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the whole situation's crazy. I think that obviously the family should deserves justice for the $200,000 fucking Lego set that they just or like lot that they stole from them. Because that's just like absolutely insane. Like the guy needed that shit for medical stuff. Like I don't know if you can see in the video, but he doesn't look like he's doing too good. like he
He's not.
definitely,
Yeah, it doesn't.
bro. He definitely needs the fucking money for his health stuff. And I'm Bam's just like fuck you, bro. We don't care. So crazy. I obviously I don't think people are gonna forget. It's funny. I don't know if you've seen it all, but I see like there's like a bunch of BAM like TikTok accounts on TikTok, and like everybody they turn off the comments on like all of them, but there's a couple that still have comments on, and like people are just like, someone like in the comment like the top comment was like, "Hey, like I'm here looking for a $200,000 collection. Do you know where I can find it?" It had like over 1,000 likes. It was hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
But, like,
That's pretty.
like people aren't gonna forget it. Like this is something that's just gonna blow over, bro. But yeah, I hope the guy gets his stuff back. I hope that Bam opens their fucking eyes and actually does something. But I mean, there's not much to say. I think the actual community, the Lego community itself, compared to like Lego, or not the Lego, but the Pokemon community,
Pokemon.
is like
Way better.
it's so much better. People are a lot nicer. I feel like than obviously people don't scalp Legos. Actually, there was a time people did, like during the
Hmm.
the Ninjago hype. Dude, the Ninjago hype
Hmm.
was fucking wild. Like I'm glad it died down, but like holy shit, it was fucking crazy. Dude, people were scalping the 25th yeah, it was the 25th or the 20th anniversary 15th. I think it's yeah, 15th anniversary like little like stand, the $45 stand. People are fucking scalping that like at Target, Walmart, like even the Lego website, it was like out of stock and you couldn't find it. And people were reselling it for like 60, $70 like when it first dropped. Fucking disgusting. I've
How
never
much was
seen
it originally?
it's $45 and people were like trying to resell it for like $70, $80 like when it first
Little
dropped.
$20. Little
Yeah,
$20.
people were like fucking even on Whatnot because I remember like being on Whatnot like looking through Lego stuff. People were trying to resell that set. People were like selling the figures alone. People were selling just the minifigures for $45. So you get 5. You don't even get the build. So you're paying like, I think it was like $50. I saw some listing on eBay. It was like $50, 50, $60 for every minifigure that came in that set. So you're paying, not only are you paying
No standard.
over for the figures, so you're paying more just for the figs, but you don't even get the fucking build. You don't even get the actual set. When you could just wait like a couple more weeks and actually buy the like pay less and get the
Hmm.
set with it with all the figures. People were fucking buying that, which I don't even know why. They're just idiots.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
people have no patience for certain stuff.
yeah, I don't know.
But
But
there was also another scandal I wanted to cover, and oh, shout out to Reckless Ben for the other situation with the $200,000 collection. He was the YouTuber helping them. His name's Reckless Ben. He does tons of other stuff, but I'm glad he covered it and tried helping this family. We're still hoping that they get their collection back. But there was this other scandal that I saw, and it was this other YouTuber who does Lego. I don't know if you know his name, but it was when he brought in that
oh, the
C3PO.
C3PO. Yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot his name. This happened a little while ago.
yeah, but there was another scandal, and he brought in tons of old figs. And he
Mm,
was like, it was like the same as the Pokemon situation. He would bring it to a BAM,
yeah.
and they usually they have to give you 50% cash, like 60% trade. He goes
Mm.
in.
I think he did this on purpose, by the way. Like he put it in
He did. No, he did.
he put it in like a little box mixed with like a bunch of like random like mid tier figures, and then he like threw in the C3PO. I think it was the Chrome C3PO,
It was. Yeah.
and he threw that in, and I think he was just trying to see what they would offer him. But then he like
Mhm.
yeah, you explain it.
It's $1,000 fig, right?
Yeah.
It's about 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he would throw it in with, like you said, tons of like random stuff, like some small figs, like some decent one. There was a Batman, there was a Bane one that was like 100 something. But yeah, he threw it in this lot, and he would say, "How much? Like, what are these worth? Like, how much would you guys be able to do cash?" And the people would inspect it. They'd be like trying to take the bottom off because his version had when they painted it, it got stuck, and they were like all trying to say, "Oh, this might be fake," like, but they would still take it, which
Mm-hmm.
didn't make any sense. They're saying, "Oh, this one's probably fake," and they would just put it to the side. They would look at it, and they would give him like, "Mm, I could do $100." Like I remember one of them, he's just sitting in his chair, like, I could do 100, and
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Yeah, I could do 100 for you." Like he does it all fast. Doesn't even look at anything else. He's just only looked at the C3PO
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, and then he tries getting like a quick sell. The guy's like, "All right, thanks, man. I'll just hold on to it. I'll see if I can get other offers." And the
Yeah.
guy's like, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's fine." Cool. Like he's so mad that he didn't get the little like the steal. But then there was this one location. These are all BAMs. Like everyone was bad except for one of them. They offered him like 450. But one of them, he goes to the guy's looking through his stuff. He puts the C3PO to the side and he goes through everything else. He's like, "Yeah, this is pretty good. I would offer you blah blah blah. I don't remember the price." And they leave the store. It's his friend that goes in, not the main YouTuber. It's his friend that goes in. Um, his friend leaves, comes back to the YouTuber, and he goes, "They offered me this, this, this." And he's looking through the figs. He's like, "Where's the C3PO? Like, I don't. Where's the C3PO?" And they're looking through. It has to be here. It has to be here. The guy put it to the side. Even
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he puts it to the side, doesn't say a word, and he's probably hoping they don't come back. Like he's like, "Oh, they'll be fine. They'll be home, and then they won't come over like next time, and then I can just bring it to my house like overnight." That's probably what he's hoping. YouTuber goes back in with his friend. He has the little meta glasses. He goes, yeah, so would you value this at?" Guy's telling him the price, and then he's asking about his 3PO, and he's like, I don't. Oh, it's right here. Sorry, man. I didn't realize. It's fake, by the way. And he's like, "Bro, like, how is it fake if you're keeping it? Like, you kept it, bro. It's $1,000. You know you kept it." And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, doesn't budge. He's like, "No, it's fake. Like, that thing's not real. It's not real. Like, look, it's glued. It's
Mm-hmm.
clearly glued. It's a fake. Like, it's not real." And the YouTuber's getting mad because he knows that he has a real one. He's like, "Bro, this is real. Like, I know it is. And you tried keeping it. You tried stealing it." And the guy won't admit it. But yeah, BAMs in general, they don't have a good rep. I don't know if they've ever had a good rep. Maybe they did in the past, but from what I know in the past year, um, really bad looks. I
It's
actually ended
crazy
up
because I
going.
think Lego actually has like a sponsor, like their brand is on bricks and minifigures, so they kind of have like a sponsor together. So people are like, I think Lego should just cut ties with them. I'm not gonna lie, especially after the like 200K thing that's going on.
Mhm.
I think Lego should just disconnect from BAM. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're hoping that also just blows over, but I
That's
don't know.
terrible. I didn't know they were linked. That's
Mm,
bad, bro. That's not
yeah.
a good look for a
Mm-hmm.
sponsorship.
Yep.
Yeah, but I actually went in myself. I was like, let's see what the hype's about. And I had told Nick I needed some pieces for some sets that I wanted to sell on eBay. So I was just going in there to get some pieces, finish like some speeder bike. And I go in, I have some figs in a little box, and then I have my sets in a different box. I'm finding pieces, and um, actually with my mom. I didn't think he would be this bold. I went with my mom, like she's good at finding little Legos, so I had her looking through all of them, and I give him some. I give him a Cad Bane, no uh, breathing apparatus, no breathing apparatus. I give him a Lloyd, no cape. I give him a Kendo Cole. I give him some other figs like $5, $10, and he offers me like $14. In my head, I laughed. I was like, "Bro, are you serious?" Like, so the Cad Bane alone, I could sell for like 20, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
actually, $14. That's actually what he offered him, or he offered you.
yeah, he offered me 14 cash.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
That's fucking
yeah, no.
disgusting. Yeah.
And I went there to
What is that
sell
like?
one of
40?
the
Was he
fig.
do? Did you ask what his percentage was? Was it
Yeah, he
40?
said yeah, he said he was using listings, and I asked him why not, why wouldn't the listing be? No, I think it was $18. It was 18 because I ended up getting one figure, or I ended up doing three figures for 20. It was like a trio, but I used eBay for it. I made sure to get my full money.
Mm.
But the thing that the issue why I'm even saying this story is when I walked into BAM, the it was honestly like my local card shop. Like the atmosphere. I walked in, the guy on the left, he's super chill. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome in. Uh, the other guy who I called on the phone, um, he goes, he didn't even say a word to me actually. And I had an appointment from 1 to 2. I did come in at like 1:40, but like it was just figs, like not gonna take that much time, like
Mm.
going through everything. So I can understand how it might seem disrespectful. Like he could have other customers coming in at 2. He could have people like that might have a long collection, and I kind of came in at like a little late, so I understand. But I come in, he's instantly like super rude, like at least his tone like terrible. Like you should not speak to someone like that. Um, and the offers he gave me, I was like, "What are you valuing this at?" And I was like, "Shouldn't you use eBay?" And he was getting mad that I was telling him what to do. Like he knows more about Lego than I do, but I was telling him, "Shouldn't you use eBay? Like this doesn't make any sense for the value."
Mm.
And um, yeah, he didn't really like how I was talking to him, but all I was saying was how you should like how people think like you should value it like this. Like I don't know what you're doing for your evaluations. And then I think, do you remember the story I told you? Because I still like my mom probably remembers it, but I can't really remember it. I've had so many weird like things
You can't
already.
remember the story that happened
Nah,
at
bro,
the band?
I legit forgot. I'm not even kidding.
uh,
But
I
I just remember it was super
I
weird,
remember you
bro.
telling me that you sold the Kai thing.
Yeah, yeah, the machine,
You sold that
the
the set.
yeah.
It was like a
Do
Kai
you remember
mech,
the interaction
final
I told
battle
you about,
mech.
or not really?
I just remember he lowballed you, and then you like said you passed, and you said you were like rage baiting him.
Did I? I
Yeah,
know. I definitely did. I
no, you
definitely
said you were
did.
rage baiting him because I think you asked if he had a cape. Remember you asked if he had a
Oh,
cape? Yeah,
oh, yes, 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 yes.
dude, this didn't even happen
This
to me,
is
and I remember it better than
Yeah,
you
you
did.
remember it. You remember better than me do. Because he has a good memory. I have a horrible
Bro.
memory. Like I never
You
remember
asked if
anything.
he had a cape for the lore, and he's like, I guess I could check for you, but I
No,
probably
no,
probably
no.
don't have anything.
Okay, so I go. I'm talking. I'm chilling. He's going through prices. I'm like, you think you guys have any capes for the Lloyd? He's like, He's like, he's on this, he's doing this thing. He's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna look for you. And I was like, geez, bro, like, you could have just said like that if we have one, it would be in that like bin with all the figs or like the accessories. But he goes, if we do, yeah, we might. I'm not looking for you. And I was like, geez, dude, like, I told him I wasn't asking you to look for me. I was just asking if you would have figs, like I didn't want you to like start looking, bro, mid pricing. Like I don't care that much. I just wanted to know if you had any. But yeah, he instantly got it like mad at me. And then
Mm,
um I was just asking questions honestly after like not I shouldn't be rage baiting like he's like working and stuff, but I was kind of mad that he was treating me like that, so I just kept asking him questions to mess with him. I was like,
jeez, bro.
yeah, I was like, why are you paying 50%? Like, could you go higher? He's like, I couldn't, like, we need to make money. And yeah, it was just like simple things like that. But my main problem was just like, BAM is not a good look in general. Um, there's too many things backing it up.
Mm,
I'm actually gonna go into a BAM soon. I'm gonna get some pieces for my unfinished Kai bike, but I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna record on my phone,
mm,
and I'm gonna have the audio recorded, and I'm gonna ask about the situation with the $200,000 collection,
mm.
and if they kick me out, if they try to ban me from BAM, like I could care less. Like I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm gonna try to get a video and I'll talk about it. I might
Yeah,
even record it and just like put it in the
yeah.
pod, but
Try and record it
separate
or get
video.
like an audio thing, and then next week we'll like share it.
I'll put it on our TikTok. I'll
We'll
put it
show
on
it.
our TikTok. I'll try to put it on our
Yeah, put it
TikTok.
on
We
our
have a
TikTok, and then
TikTok.
we'll show
Uh,
it. We'll show it next pod too. Show it next
mhm,
pod too. But
yeah, but our TikTok is Spud Podcast. Same
mhm.
as here.
It'll be
We're also
split. It'll be
gonna.
split podcast pretty much everywhere on YouTube, on
Mhm.
TikTok, Instagram. If you make an Instagram.
Yeah, but we also have another page, exposing scammers. That
Mm,
one's up right now. But yeah, we will have a Spud Podcast TikTok. That one will be our first TikTok.
mm,
Um, yeah, it'll just be highlights of us, things that we
mm,
think people want to hear, things that we should cover.
yeah. There,
But yeah, that's my experience with BAM. Not
yeah.
very good,
There'll be
personally.
we'll have that in a segment next week. We'll also have the we'll talk about the 4K gamer stuff too, because I feel like that stuff is also we didn't talk about it
That one's
today,
bad.
but yeah, that's pretty it's pretty bad. We'll talk about it probably next podcast. We'll have that in for the Pokemon stuff. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about a lot more. This was our first episode, so we kind of just wanted to like cover the basics of introducing ourselves, um,
Hmm.
and kind of just talk about mainly the basic stuff. It's basically I feel like gonna be Pokemon. Most of the time, sometimes there'll be shows. Usually I don't feel like we'll talk about Lego too much unless there's just been so much controversy and like so much like shit going on with Lego, which is pretty much the
Hmm.
reason why we had like, a segment this week for it, and we'll probably have another segment next week for the video that you'll get. But most time it's probably gonna be Pokemon stuff. There's other things I want to put into the episodes, like other like little games where we'll do like agree or disagree. Um, Me and you will hold up a sign, and then we'll kind of like rebuttal each other and talk about, if sealed is overrated, any sealed stuff, or if a certain set's underrated or properly rated. We'll pull up signs if it's overrated, underrated, or properly rated. And then also, I want to do a segment where we rip one pack every single episode. We rip a pack until one of us pulls an SIR from it. Um,
That'd be cool.
yeah, and then we'll end it.
We each need one.
Yeah, or we rip like a certain set until we each pull an SIR or one of us pulls an SIR. So there's like a different bunch of different segments we'll do. Again, this is just a basic episode because it's our first one. But
Yeah, we just wanted to introduce ourselves, get you guys to know us. We really want to know about you guys too, and anything that you guys want to see in the pods, please comment.
mhm.
We do want to build a
I want to
community.
make a
We do want
Discord.
people.
I want to make a Discord for the community as
Yeah.
well. So
But yeah, this isn't just like let's make a podcast. We actually want to get people that think like us, people that resonate with how
mm,
we think. Um, things for the future, food for thought, stuff like that.
Mm,
This does mean a lot to me. I know it means a lot to Nick too. It's not just a podcast, like I said. This is like we want to make something out of this.
mm,
So yeah, in the future, we definitely want to hear anything, any advice that you guys have if you run your own podcasts. Um, just any tips would help. This is our first one. We're new.
mm,
We will, like you said, we're gonna introduce like little things to make it more fun, make it unique.
mm,
Why you should come back. But yeah, it's not just gonna be Pokemon. We'll cover, we can cover some real life stuff. We'll probably cover some sports here and there. I might cover that. He can
mm,
cover stuff he's familiar with.
yeah.
But we also do want to get into shows. If you guys have any shows you want us to
Mm,
watch, we'll definitely be open to that. But yeah, that's it for our first podcast. We
yeah.
really hope you guys like it. And yeah, that's episode 1.
All right. See you guys next week.